Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got done watching from Netflix season 2 so far of Wednesday.
Woo! Pin him! Pin him! Who is this fat Riddler motherfucker? Like, what?
Here's a show that I didn't realize it's been 3 years, or just about, since season 1. That's crazy. That's insane. That's too goddamn long, Netflix. We need to do better. And not just that, but it's been 3 years. And you only give us 4 episodes? Now, I know that they said that the rest of the 4 episodes is coming next month, September. And I get that, right? You want to keep the conversation going. You want to get people talking about this season for a longer period of time. That's all well and good. But man, let me just start off by saying that I have really enjoyed the first 4 episodes that I just watched. I think Jenna Ortega, this is something that could easily have been said, and I probably did say it. Did I review this first season? I don't even remember. But Jenna Ortega is the best thing about this show, just how good she is playing this character, playing Wednesday Addams. How convincing and just believable she is at being this cold-hearted, I don't want to say evil, because ultimately she is doing good things. She is saving people. She is saving lives. But she just has no sympathy or empathy or any care. She does such a good job of playing a character that is so divorced of humanity and feelings. But also, I think the writing helps still make her likable, even with all of that. It still makes you want to root for her, even though she doesn't even like to be looked at as a hero. She doesn't want to be looked up to or worshipped or idolized at all. And I love that about the character. The show was created by Alfred Gough and Miles Millar, and I want to mention those 2 guys specifically because I've been rewatching the Smallville TV show recently, and these 2 guys created Smallville. They were the showrunners of Smallville. So to see them showrunning this show and me enjoying it as much, it's like, okay, so they clearly know what they're doing. I clearly like their style of how they're going about this. Also, Tim Burton executive produced and directed a bunch of these episodes, and so I also want to mention that because I think Burton's style and flair and influence is felt a lot of the times, even just the look of the show. There's one episode that's doing this scary story flashback stuff in like claymation, stop motion, whatever it is. Definitely felt like a Tim Burton situation going on. Enid. I want to mention Enid because she is Wednesday's roommate. I think everybody loved Enid in the first season, and so I couldn't wait to see how they built upon that friendship, or in Wednesday's case, a reluctant friendship and being best friends. And I feel like Enid is going through something this season where I'm finding her harder to like. She seems a lot more divorced from Wednesday and what Wednesday has going on. She's not as involved in the murder solving case, although I do like that Wednesday's purpose is she's trying to save Enid, right? Like, the whole thing is she's having visions that Enid's going to die. And I guess she doesn't want to tell Enid, which is why Enid's not a part of that directly. But I'm talking more about Enid's side plot, where she was dating that one kid, right, from the last season. But she comes back into this year and decides, I don't have feelings for this dude anymore. And, like, I kind of felt bad for that dude, you know? Especially because Enid didn't talk to him, didn't tell him her feelings. She just started talking to this other guy. And almost in front of the poor guy. It just was like, man, Enid, that's fucked up. I know she's young. I know being a teenager, you do some dumb things. I was guilty of it as well. I'm not judging too harsh, but I am watching, and it is maybe influencing how I'm feeling about her. I kind of appreciated the Agnes character, who is somebody that when we first meet her, she's just weird as fuck. You see her and she's kind of trying to look like Wednesday with the pigtails, and she's completely obsessed with her. And so I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna like her. But you come to find out that like she's so obsessed with her that she just wants to help her. And Wednesday actually ends up using her help. And as that was going along, I said, okay, I'm liking her more and more. Now, this mystery stalker thing, I guess they teed this up in the finale of season 1, teasing that somebody was watching Wednesday from afar, taking pictures of her and whatnot. And that's continued here. And I liked it. It was actually one of the most interesting things going on this season, is seeing Wednesday have to deal with having a stalker, trying to figure out who it is, trying to see if I could guess who it is, and seeing how they use, whether it's their ability to control the crows, which I thought was creepy, especially that one-eyed crow that looked like Harvey Dent, right? Half his face was burnt. And some of the other stuff, I loved having more Catherine Zeta-Jones. Having more Morticia Addams was great. Having her more involved with the school, volunteering. Having her be almost directly adversarial to Wednesday, as far as she sees that Wednesday's abusing her vision powers, see that Wednesday's keeping things from her. And so I actually understood her point of view, the mother, of trying to protect her and take the book away from her. And I liked how they butted heads, because normally when a child butts heads with the parent, it makes me hate the child, or it makes me hate at least one of them because they're being irrational. But I saw both points of view, and maybe it's also the way how they played it. Pugsley is the one character that I probably didn't care for, and I don't want to sound like I'm beating up the actor. Probably not his fault, but he's now at the school. He's old enough, I guess. And he has a side plot where he accidentally resurrects this zombie, and he's keeping it locked away in a shed. And then he brings the zombie to the camp, and the zombie breaks free and starts eating people. And I just didn't get why we were wasting time with this zombie stuff. And Pugsley was just, I get the idea that Pugsley and Wednesday, because of how they grew up, they're just more fascinated by dead things or goth things and whatnot. Like, that makes sense. But him doing the dumb things of like bringing the zombie along around people, and like, I just didn't get why he was doing all the things that he was doing, or what he expected to happen other than what happened. Thing is a perfect companion to Wednesday, being her helper. I'm still trying to understand how Thing can drink alcohol. Poor guy, when everybody forgot his birthday. Also, Steve Buscemi is now the new principal, and I'm trying to still figure out if he's like a good guy or not. I'm leaning towards not, but he made me laugh so many times, especially earlier on. I feel like they purposely did the meme of him saying, "Hello, fellow students." Instead, he said, "Hello, fellow outcast." But it's like they knew what they were doing in some of the goofier moments with him. Also, they bring back Tyler, who's the Hyde monster from the first season. And I liked what they did with this Tyler character. I actually found his bits and parts fascinating. And you have Christina Ricci back, who I had the biggest crush on Christina Ricci when I was a kid in the 90s, not just her playing Wednesday in the Addams Family movies, so that's great to bring her back just for that connection. But I'm talking about like Casper and just all of these things in the 90s. I was all about Christina Ricci, right? I was at that age. And seeing her now, I'm like, first of all, she still looks great. Second of all, she has that I'm crazy, sick, twisted type where I'm sitting here going, I could fix you. I could... I know, but I just think she does a good job of playing that crazy, twisted, motherly figure to the Tyler character. And the mid-season cliffhanger was like, wow, this was wild. This was crazy. What happens to one of the characters, the main characters? I'm like, that's some serious shit. And it's only 4 episodes, like I said. So by the end of it, I'm like, God damn, I was chomping at the bit, which is good. It shows that it's still working. I think they even confirmed that we are getting a season 3. So that's cool. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of the first 4 episodes of Wednesday Season 2? Are you enjoying it as much as I am? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Oh yeah!